Meet Sailing Yacht Avanti and her crew, Gerard and Jacqueline. We left Cape Town in December 2021 on our floating home, heading west on an adventure of a lifetime around the world. Last week we made it to the famous Radamas on the west coast of Madagascar. This morning we're setting sail for Moramba Bay bright and early. We finally have the perfect wind to get us there, to see the famous dancing makis, baobabs on the beach, and perfect sailing conditions.
It's a 90 nautical mile journey, so it will take us from sunrise to sunset if we can keep our speed up. Just caught a nice size Spanish mackerel. We caught a bonito earlier, but we let it go, and yeah, this is really good for eating, so we're super excited.
Sailing down the coast, there's not a lot of signal, so in the northern parts we use the Talma SIM card, and in the southern parts orange seems to be on and off more frequent. So Gerard's actually downstairs applying for a job while we've got internet, trying to find some work by the time we get back, and then I'm sailing and making sure we get there safely. We're motor sailing at the moment. The wind kind of drops down this time of day, so we hope to motor sail for a bit, and then hopefully the wind picks up again this afternoon so we can get sailing.
There's very few places we've actually sailed with full sails up for longer than a few hours, and Madagascar is obviously now one of those places. We've got full sails up today. It's flat water and like 10 knots true wind, so we can sail with our full 140% Genoa and our full main. The wind is just ahead of the beam, and we are gliding along at 6 or a little bit more than 6 knots speed over ground. I must say the one thing that we would probably do different if we do this trip again is definitely not buy a 140% Genoa. The times that we use the Genoa in full size is very limited, and if you furl a Genoa, the sail shape is just not optimal, and it also stretches a lot when you have it furled and you sail in strong wind. So you'll see that our genoa is a little bit stretched out in places, and that's because we almost never unfurl it completely. So I would typically, for this route that we've sailed, I would typically go maybe for 120% genoa, so that you can also have more sail area out if you pole it out. We have to fill our genoa in quite a bit when the pole is out. So yeah, smaller genoa definitely in my opinion. And then obviously if you can add an asymmetric spinnaker to that, you don't need such a massive genoa.
It is incredibly beautiful where we are at the moment, Moramba Bay. I mean, wow, it looks like Tonga with the limestone formations on the ocean obviously, but it's got baobabs everywhere and white sandy beaches in between these little nooks of rock formations. It's so beautiful here. I'm a little bummed we're short on time and we had to wait so long for our rigging, otherwise we could have probably spent more than a week in this bay. It's so tranquil, there's no swell, it's just beautiful.
After a quick visit from the customs officers passing by, we headed to the beach to see if we could find the dancing lemurs that roam wild here.
Lemurs are just incredible. Some interesting facts is that they only have one partner at a time, and all the offspring have to leave the group and find a new group. Babies have to hold on for dear life to their parents. If they fall off, their parents will literally leave them behind. So it's survival of the fittest. We're really surprised to see these baobabs here. We didn't expect them to be so close to the beach as well, and we're very happy that we can see a few. They're quite big as well and fat. Next week we head towards Bali Bay, our last stop in Madagascar, as we start our journey down the Mozambican Channel, known for its crazy currents and strong winds. Please leave us a like and a comment if you enjoyed the video. Subscribing will let you know when the next video is launched. Thank you for our Patreons for your contributions to our journey. See you next week.